we can hold ourselves in value. And it doesn't mean we have to be, just because we hold someone else in high regard or reverence, we don't have to, it doesn't mean that we have to be less, and we don't have to. In some ways, it's honestly, it's this might be weird, but it
Bring
might
the
be.
weird, baby.
Yeah.
You're Austin. You're meant to be weird.
It's an unfair expectation to place on someone else,
Yes.
and that's something we don't think about, because especially if you don't know them, then you have this picture of them in their head of who they are, and it's just they will never be that. And even though they did, like, objectively, they did X, Y, and Z, and that's why, that's like what is provides reverence, and you're like, that's why I respect them so much. If they, your vision of what those things and how they did them is going to be vastly different than what they actually did
Yeah.
and how
Isn't
they
there a
did them.
saying, like, never meet your heroes?
Yeah.
Isn't that a thing?
That is a thing. I've been fortunate to meet some amazing heroes who are incredible. But even then, like, when I did get to meet them, like, they just wanted to be. They're just like, dude, I'm just a normal person. Like, I have, stop.
Yeah.
Like, I just be a friend, or just be. It's like, it wasn't. They just wanted to be. They didn't want to be put on a pedestal, or they didn't want to be put ahead in any way, like, because that's not fair to them. And so we kind of forget that. And oftentimes it's like, if someone says, oh, it would hold us in that, like, we might go like, oh no, I don't deserve that. Like, I don't want to be. Don't put me on a pedestal,
Yeah.
right? So if we're, again, willing to not, if we're not willing to do that ourselves, then why are we so willing to do that for someone else?
Yes. And I guess that brings me back to reverence, right? So when we're talking about reverence, you automatically went to, oh, we're going to put them up on a pedestal,
Mhm.
right? So if we're saying self reverence, are we talking about ego, where we're putting ourselves up on a pedestal? Or are we talking about that knowing of high level of respect and admiration for whatever it is we have reverence for? But the human behavior is then we put them up on a pedestal as a result. Because, yes, I've even told people who have said anything to me about, oh, I hold you in the highest regard. Well, if you hold me in the highest regard, then you've given me quite a way to fall,
Mhm.
because we're all human, and I appreciate the highest regard, but can you just place me in similar regard?
Just regard me.
Just regard me, because we're all equal, as you said, no one above another,
Yeah.
because anybody who gets placed up has a long way to fall on the way down, and I don't ask to be placed. I don't think anybody asks to be placed up. And if they do, they better be prepared for the long fall down.
Mhm.
But if we're all doing this together, then we're all in it together, and we all learn from each other. So I love that point. But I also think it's important that we clarify what is reverence and what is self reverence, and how does ego play into that.